Gamecocks. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense takes the field. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
Gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws. The whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
Trying to find his man on first down. Finds the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. 4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Brown wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tigers' offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's caught inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Brown will throw it. Going to take a shot at this DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He's right on target. So the decision has been made. Will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Sends it downfield. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Dropping back, it's Meyer. He caught it. Gets it in. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Brown wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. On the move at the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Unloads quickly. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Quick handoff. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground with the running back. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Here's the handoff. That play just never had a chance. They knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Myers. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man on the right. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by them.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up the 1st down like they did right there.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right.
Oh, look out. There he goes. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Syracuse is going to enjoy the trip back to Central New York after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there inside the dome, and suddenly it's quite the resume. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got his man quickly. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Brown will throw it. He makes the connection. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Working that left side now. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Second down coming up. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to fire on second down. He's got an open man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. On second and goal, he gets another chance. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to...
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Ellington. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse. I'm assuming he...
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. From the gun, the running back has it. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
This time it's complete. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Grabs it in the middle. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. A first down for the offense.
42 Spider.
From the gun, looking for a man. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk.
Lost one deep down the right side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Auburn with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fast motion from the offense. They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. his elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
The Gamecock.
Number 10.
This one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Looking to pass. It's Meyer. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll run the screen. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Will not get there. Stop. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call. Not go his way, and he loses the timeout. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. He finds his man, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right down the boulevard. It's good. So they were able to put up the 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going up top. And he's got it inside the 35. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They feed him again. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Running for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Brown will throw it. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing straight.
Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
And there's a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Brown wants to pass. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, look for the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Brown will throw it. And the timing just a hair off.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. It got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get back?
On third down, going up top. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Give to the back. Turns it on at midfield. Open runway ahead. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Caught behind the line. It's Westbrook. Oh, the ball's on the ground. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Auburn! And the route is on.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
South Carolina, 13.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Third down coming up.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his big tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit.
15. On to kick it away.
He'll bring it back. It's Ellington. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Running back searching for a hole. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the left. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Got it, looking for a first. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go, it'll be fourth down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
And I really don't care where you're out on the field. 4th and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it, especially when you're on the side of the field where you long field goal or maybe just punting the ball? Nah, go for it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Brown wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. NC State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Raleigh. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Crosses the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. He'll pull it on the read. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Going to the running game. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
How about this defense? This defense is getting after the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. The 3rd sack of the day. Hard to have a good passing attack when your quarterback's trying to throw from his back.
Fires the pass, intercepted. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be 1st down for this offense. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. Just complete and utter dominance, and this one outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.